Hello viewers, welcome to educators.com. This is Venkatramana Ganji. In the previous session, we were discussing about Android architecture and what are the different layers of Android architecture and how application frameworks made easy. And now, in this video, we are going to discuss about application components or building blocks of Android. So there are four different kind of application components available for us in our Android. They are activities, services, content providers, and broadcast receivers. So these four application components are going to define our application overall behavior. Like, so when you select something, what should be happen, and if you're requesting for something, so how a background call should be taken, and how to send a notification to the user, and all will be decided by these application components. Now let us see all of them one by one in detail. So the first one is activities. So activity is a single screen with user interface in our mobile application. So the best example is always I'm going to take it as email application or Gmail application because we use mostly in our regular life. So showing a list of mails, that is your inbox, so is an activity where the user will interact to select a particular email. And composing a mail, so when you click on compose mail button, it is open a new window to compose your mail by giving recipient name, subject, and the text message what you are trying to send to that particular recipient. And reading a mail also. So select a particular mail, read the content into that in that particular mail and reply back to the corresponding person. Like this, you take your own application, your favorite application, and note down your activities of that particular application. An application can contain any number of activities. So these activities are also going to work together, and each activity is independent of other. So they'll do their individual tasks, and they are independent to other one. And there is a chance that one activity of an application also can start another application's activity. Means from X application to Y application, you can start activities. The best example for that is camera app can start an activity of an email application to compose a mail activity. So mail, when we capture an image, so obviously we'll share through an email or maybe a WhatsApp or maybe Facebook Messenger or as a Facebook status. So you can start your Facebook application or maybe Gmail application or maybe your WhatsApp application. So one application start activity can start your other application's activity as well. So now let us see the next application component, services. In our regular life, the service means helping somebody. So there is no need not to have a physical presence to do some help to others. The same way here, the services will run in the background to perform some long running operations where you do not have any user interface like activities. So these services will perform a work of a remote processes, like examples are playing the music while the user is in another application. So the example is like, so while the music is playing, I can chat with my friends over a WhatsApp or maybe a Gmail application, go to your emails and select. So reply back to the particular mail, whatever you wish to do. And other application component also can start a service, like activity can start a service or maybe it can be bind to this particular services. Or another example are like fetching the data over the network without any disturbances. So this is also comes under services. The next application component is content provider. The definition itself, the name itself is giving the definition. It is going to provide the content. So now let us see how and whom. So this content provider is intended to do an inter-application data sharing. Means so sharing the data between the application. So Android defaultly provide with number of content providers. So for common data sharing, so they are like a media. So go to your gallery application or maybe music songs all over. This will come under your content provider and calendar where it will provide the details of your events and all. And as I always said, the best application is like contacts application, where the content provider can also read and write the data that is private to that particular application. And now if you see, this is my contacts application where it is providing the data to the phone dialer application, and WhatsApp where you can send a message to your particular friend, and you can SMS through your SMS application. That is how it is providing the details, contact details to your messaging application as well. And even it is providing the contact details to your email, like your mail IDs and all will be provided by this contacts content provider. So now the last application component, which is broadcast receiver. So broadcasting, and it is going to receive something. Now, so let us see how and what is that. So the broadcast receiver responds to the system-wide broadcast announcement as well as the application-initiated broadcast as well. The system broadcast announcements like the power battery is low, so screen has turned off, the picture has been captured, something like that. These are all belongs to your hardware related or maybe the device wise. And the application also can send some broadcast. So like some data has downloaded to the service, or create the status bar icons like any of your application, WhatsApp, Gmail, Facebook, whatever. So mostly we use Facebook, WhatsApp, and Gmail in our regular life. So you'll get an notifications at status bar like this. So this is for calendar, and this is icon for Google Plus, and this is for your Gmail, this is for your Google Hangout. So these are all, so means the broadcast receivers are the gateways to the other applications. Like this, scroll down and choose a particular notification, it will redirect to that particular application. So this is intended to do a minimal amount of the task, so to start another application. So this is about your application components. Now just have a look at the application components. So their Android applications are written on Java programming language, whereas Java has a single entry point called main method, but in our Android we have multiple entry points. So that can be anything of your application component like activity or service or maybe a broadcast receiver. All the components need not to be an entry point. Some may be depend on another one. So like activity may be your entry point, and the service will run in the background to populate the data on this particular activity. So they're also going to work together to perform a task. So this is all about your application components. Thanks for watching this video. Let's catch up in the next session.